Today, we are going to look at the components of sound. How is sound produced? Who happens through which? That is, it is formed through liquids, gaseous, and solids. How does it spread after that? How does it come to our ears after that? Who does it by what means? That is, it is caused by shock, it is caused by screen, it is caused by membrane, or it is caused by a string instrument. Does everyone see this balloon in my hand now? I took this balloon and inflated it. Happens after the balloon inflates? Very simple. This is balloon in your hands. That is, to create sound, you require four tools. That is, there should be membrane, there should be screen, there should be shock, and there should be a wire. Be created through these four ways. Taken in hand, it was inflated. Then it was stretched and then released from time to time. What happened? You created the sound of membrane. We created this sound through this panel. Now notice this. This is the method we want to do. Now once again I am doing it. Now we have another tool. Have you seen this straw? Take this straw, take a scissor and give a V-shaped cut to this straw. Look at this straw. Now I am giving V-shaped cut to this straw. Now see how the sound will come after giving V-shaped cut to this straw. Just press a little bit here. The sound was created. Do you hear the voice? What you have to do? You have to shorten the length of this straw. Take second straw. Change in the voice. Take little shorter one than previous one. Doesn't it sound different? See what you need first. You first need a big straw, then the smaller straw, and then smaller and the smallest straw. Now we are shortening the straw so we can reduce its length. That is, we reduce its frequency. Do you know the harmonium? The harmonium also has buttons. How are those buttons? The frequency of the sound changes when the button is pressed, such as sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa are these seven musical tones. The frequency of that sound is 240. How much is 240? After that, the frequency of re is 252. Thus, the frequency increases till the last breath. Finally, that frequency is 480. Now, if we ever go on pilgrimage, we take a musical pipe there. But after a while, the pipe breaks from us. If you take this kind of simple straw, you will have this permanent musical pipe. You can use it and have fun. In this way, you increase or decrease the frequency and length of straw so that the sound changes. By lengthening the straw in such a way, we reduce its frequency and make different sounds. Now we will hear a sound which comes from screen. How to do? You have to take a balloon, take can, small can, and this straw tool to make a hole in this can. I made a straw size hole into this can so that straw can fit into this hole. Keep open this can, put a Fevicol here and tighten it so that the air does not go out. Small piece of straw back here. See what to do next. Take a tiered balloon piece and place on the top of the box. It is ready. Let's try playing again it. Do you hear this sound? We will make a small hole in this pipe. Do you see? If you put fingers on the hole, our flute is ready. You no need to buy a flute on a trip. You can make this flute at home. It can be repaired at any time. If the musical pipe you brought from the market is broken, you cannot repair it. But if your homemade toy ever breaks, it can be repaired. You will need a plastic can and you can get it anywhere. Or even we can prefer medicine bottle also. In bottles. When it's over, we throw away the bottle. But instead of throwing it away, we cut off the top of it. After cutting the top, we will make a hole here again. Now, take a pipe or a straw or an empty refill to insert into it and take a balloon, burst balloon, to keep on the top of this can. Hear this sound. You hear this sound? We created this toy. Means you will not waste plastic and you will use it. This is how you create the sound of screen. First, we have learned the sound of window, and now we have learned the sound which is created by screen. There are four types of sound production: membrane, screen, shock, and fiber. Now, see how it is works. Screen that is lifted after you blow from this straw. When this screen is lifted, the air vibrates. When the air vibrates, it makes a sound. Now, we take different types of instruments, and when the air vibrates in it, the tones comes out of it. Only those who play the flute and tambura are aware of the art of the tones. In this way, they draw out the seven tones. The frequency of musical instrument ranges from 240 to 480 Hz. So, what kind of instruments will it be like harmonium, flute, tasha, tabla, dolki? But looking at it from a scientific point of view, we want to see what melody is coming out of it. Now, look at another toy. I'm still showing you the sound of screen. Take a bottle cap and take a burst balloon and we will cover this burst balloon like this. This whistle is ready. That's how we can make a whistle, which is simple and easy. When we blow the whistle, so this is the screen from the blow. The air vibrates on that screen. Those vibrations reach your ears. That's what we call sound. Hopefully, we have seen the sound on the screen. The sound by shock. I have two bowls. I took water in one bowl and left the other bowl empty. Observe this sound. If water is taken in this bowl, a different sound comes from the empty bowl. That's how we take seven bowls. I used to take a full water in one bowl and take less water in the rest of the bowl. and did not take any water in the seventh bowl. Seven bowls in a single line. Observe the different sounds from the bowl. If we keep hitting on every bowl, so the sound coming from each of those bowls will be different. The density of water that you have increased or decreased during this impact, and the more you do, the different the sound you get. As we saw this flute in the past, this flute had seven holes, and the seven tones come out of it. Only a person who has knowledge of music can make a sound out of it. Now, you have noticed that different sounds can be made out of it. Frequency comes out in these different ways. Let's look at the sound we make when we heat. This is a balloon I have. In this balloon, I have put wheat grains. It's a simple toy for babies to play. Wheat grains were thrown into this balloon and tied with empty refill or stick. That's how our toy was made. How did you create the sound from this balloon? I created this sound by shock. Let's see how it works. To learn this concept, now take another toy. Now take a plastic tin and burst balloon. This burst balloon like this and place it on this empty tin. I used to put rubber on the side. You have created vibration on this screen. Now, what are the instruments of screen like tasha, tabla, dol, dolki, drum? So, this is how sound is produced. What you should remember while watching these instruments. So, the sound will be created by the shock. Let me show you another piece of material. It will create a shock sound. Cap of the bottle and take a short button and one rubber. That rubber and pull it out through a hole in the button. After being taken out, it was tied up again. Thread was threaded through the second hole of the button and the thread was tied at distance of 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter from the other. That is, keep distance of 1 centimeter between two knots. Stretch that rubber onto that cap, bottle cap. Now hear the sound. This button hit the bottle cap. You can have different type of leads. From that you get frequency. Now everyone knows whistle. When you blow this whistle, it has a small lump that moves after the blower. After moving, the lumps get hit around. This is the sound produced by the shock. Now, these 4 to 5 sound tools are very easy to make first. It will not cost you much to make. The first time we saw the window, for the first screen, and now the shock. Now we will see the string instrument is piercing a sound. Now I am showing you a string model to create a sound. Take a flat wooden piece, hit one nail on each side of the wooden piece, and it is such that you can easily rotate that wire. Put this wire between these two nails. This will make a sound when the wire is pierced. Now, hear the sound again. There are different types of string instruments like guitar, sitar, and tambura. Instruments are called string instruments. Took this wire at this place, but if you want You can take rubber band also. One empty tin and put a rubber band over like this. You can hear same sound like this. There are four ways to produce sound. Now you need three mediums to get this sound to your ears. Sound reaches our ears through solid, liquid, and gases. That is water, air, and any solid thing. This is a tool. Have you seen the doctor's stethoscope before? Now you want to build a stethoscope, and we will see how to create it. You take a box or small tin like this. Take a plastic bottle upper part and cut it like this. To take such a bottle, cut the upper part of the bottle and make a hole in that lid. When a hole fell, a pipe was inserted into it. You can get this pipe at hardware store or at bricklayer. This is called level pipe. Here it was added so much so that the rest of the pipe was attached here. Piece of burst balloon was placed on top of this. Our stethoscope is ready. I used to put it on my friend's chest with my own ears. From this we can hear his heartbeat. What is the mechanism in this? This is the lead in this lead and also in this pipe, and this complete tool has air. Say that it completely works on air. The medium to create sound, therefore air is needed to transmit sound even when it is awake. There is no mechanism in this device, only air in these pipes. And from this air we can hear sound. I have created another stethoscope. You should have this stethoscope just like a doctor's stethoscope. There should only be a membrane of balloons on the top of this box. Now this stethoscope is ready. You can feel the heartbeat. You can hear the heartbeat just like doctor hear the heartbeat of patient. Air is needed for sound transmission. Suppose after a few years one of you become a scientist and went to the moon. After going to the moon, your friend is 25 meters away from you. If you call him, will your voice reach his ears? No, because there is no atmosphere on the moon. It takes air to propagate sound. But since there is no air on the moon, your voice will not go far. Now we see in the sea, so there are big ships or submarines in the sea. The sound is also needed for a ship or after drowning in the sea. If your ship get lost, then for finding the location of ship, you need a ultrasound technology. Here, water is the medium. Through the water, the person on the ship gets information about the movements of the submarine, and based on that sound, they move on. Now we will see how these messages go and how the waves are created. Let's see how these waves go. When I touch here, the waves keep going. In the same way, the sound waves that are there make a sound at a distance even after making a sound in a one place. They are circulating all around. The sound is transmitted in all directions. This is how we studied this sound wave. To make a sound wave model, you need a straw. The distance between the straw should be the same. Beads were placed on the both sides of the straw. This way your sound waves will model will be ready. Now we have finished our program here. So thank you so much students.